For quite a while now, we've been trying to figure out how to bring TRE to children, particularly in schools, so that would be preteen and teenagers, because we recognize there's a desperate need to bring TRE to a younger generation. And this need has become increasingly more important, particularly after COVID, where a lot of teenagers had to spend a lot of time by themselves and isolated from their friends. Now, there's been research that's been done that recognizes that teenagers currently now are more prone to increased risk taking and emotional instability. This was researched in an article called Yoga and Emotional Regulation in High School Students. And it was a randomized controlled trial. And it came up with some very interesting points, which I think are directly applicable to TRE. It claimed that teenagers are more prone to increased risk taking and emotional instability, and that emotional dysregulation contributes to a variety of psychosocial difficulties in this population. And so, what they did was they tried to use yoga in the school as a way of increasing emotional regulation. They also looked at the potential mediating effects of mindful attention, self compassion, and body awareness on the relationship between yoga and emotional regulation. Their conclusion was that yoga increases emotional regulation capacities of middle adolescents and provides benefits beyond that of physical education alone. So we all know that TRE is helpful for emotional regulation. It actually helps us feel ourselves more accurately, if you will, inside, and therefore helps us be more in touch with ourselves emotionally. In this regard, TRE could be seen just as beneficial as yoga in a research project. So I'm going to give you a few more quotes from this article, which I think is very important to us as TRE providers and trainers. It claims that emotion regulation capacities are thought to be influenced by a range of systems in the body, including neurophysiological, physical, cognitive, behavioral, and social systems, and are particularly vulnerable during adolescence. Developments in the psychological and neurological realms are oftentimes at odds during adolescence and perhaps contributing to difficulties with emotion regulation. There's considerable research that substantiates that. So, emotion dysregulation leads to a variety of negative outcomes and has been related to things like depression, self injury, disordered eating, and drug and alcohol use in adolescence. So, with just this information, we really should be trying to figure out how do we bring TRE to a younger population, particularly adolescents, and in the school system. And so one of the ways that we did that was we got a group of TRE trainers and providers from around the world together who had already been working with adolescent children, some of them in schools, some of them in their own families, and some of them just independently. And we tried to figure out what's the best way to proceed. Well, it seems that the best way to move forward with this is to try to actually get it to school teachers, to coaches actually within the school system itself, or coaches who work with adolescent children in some sort of sports or physical activities. So if we could figure out how to get it to them, as well as get it to the parents and directly to the adolescent children, then we can make some inroads to bringing TRE to a population that is in desperate need of emotional regulation, of which TRE can help provide. This is a brief video demonstrating the number of different ways and different countries in which we were able to teach TRE to children. We first started teaching TRE in China in 2008 to the refugees of the earthquake. Then we taught TRE in Kenya also to refugees from the war in Sudan. Then we taught TRE to the young boys of Sudan who were called the Lost Boys. Then the greatest amount of work that we did with children was in South Africa, where we worked in the school system. We also worked in South Africa with Chrysalis, which was a youth development academy. And also in South Africa, they took TRE into the home for abandoned children. We also taught how to work with teenage refugees. And we began teaching TRE in the family itself so that we could get parents involved with helping their children learn TRE. Then we taught fathers how to work with their sons and mothers how to work with their sons as well. We taught TRE to children in Indonesia. We invited Lebanese families to bring their children to a TRE workshop. TRE was also taught in the school in Slovenia. We have mothers working with their children. In England, we taught teenagers how to do TRE together as a group. In the United States, we had teens doing TRE independently, teens being guided in TRE through the school system. We also had pre-teenagers doing TRE in the schools. In Nepal, we taught TRE to a group of Buddhist monks who were young teenage girls. In China, we taught in the school system. We also taught parents and children how to do TRE together. And we also taught TRE in Russia to young children, preteen and teenagers who were involved in some type of sports or athletics. So as you can see, we've had many experiences of working with children around the world since 2008 all the way up to 2024. So this is just a nice history of trying to figure out how do we continue to bring TRE to a younger generation.